Hey guys, welcome back to World Mechanics. Our mission here at the garage, guys, is to save you as much money as we can. That's why we make these absolutely free videos. Let's go ahead and start on it now. Today we're going to show you how to remove and replace the radiator on a Ford Escape for generation. Stay with us to see how we're going to do that. Don't forget to subscribe for one new video every day. It will be easier if you remove the bumper cover. You don't have to, but it will be way easier, guys, so we recommend to do that. Stay with us to see how we're going to do that. Okay, first thing that you need to do, you need to come on the driver's side, and there is 3 clips that we need to pull. The middle piece come out and then the whole clip comes out. Okay, you can see just like that, and you can pull them out. Usually those could be stuck, and if they break you can find replacement ones on eBay, pretty inexpensive. Now on the bottom right there is 2 bolts with 10mm socket that you need to remove that hold the bumper cover to the fender liner. And after that you can pull the fender liner like that, and there is one more clip right there that we already loosened, so we can show you guys. Okay, this is the one right here, that's where it goes, and you can reach it from the bottom. And as you can see, the bumper cover is loose on this side now. Now underneath the bumper cover right there should be four bolts that should be there, and clips like that. As you can see, one is here, but the cover is still broken, so those 4 clips are the same way. You pull the middle part out and the rest of it. And as you can see, 1 there, 2, 3 and 4, and those clips are missing on this one because it's missing the under engine cover. As you can see, if you have it, it's a good thing. Okay, now it's the same procedure on this side. You have the 3 clips we already removed, the one right here, and the 2 bolts on the bottom that we already removed. And now on top there is 2 more. Okay, one right there with 10mm socket, and one in that corner over there. And now if you grab it, you should be able to pull it out. Just make sure that you grab on each side, careful not to drop it. Okay, and the bumper cover, guys, comes right out of there. Alright guys, next thing that we need to do, we need a 13mm socket, and we need to remove 2 nuts right there that hold the AC lines, and you make sure that you don't have any pressure in the system. Relieve the pressure before you do that, because it's going to blow in your eyes, and that's not good stuff. Okay, one right there, and as you can see, the bottom one had a leak. The rubber seal, the O-ring was leaking, as you can see, so we'll need to be replacing that one. Always inspect those for cracks and if they're wore out. And after you do that, you can go ahead, and now we need to remove that clip right here, okay, for the cover, and one right here. So you just pull those up. It depends, there is 2 different kinds. One you have to pull the middle part out, one you just pull the whole thing out. This one you just need to pull the whole clip out. Okay, just like that. Now there is 2 bolts that we need to remove with the 10mm socket, one here and one right there for the bracket. As you can see, now you can just pull it out just like that. And we have the same procedure on this side as well. 2 more on this side. They have replaced them in the past, so those are 8mm for some reason. Okay, and you just pull it out the same way, like that. Now you can go ahead and pull it out. You just pull up like that. It's pretty simple. Just make sure that you don't hit anything. And that's the condenser, guys, right there. Okay guys, now let me show you why it's easier to remove the condenser and the front bumper cover in order to do the repairs. If you do not remove the bumper cover and the condenser, you have to pull up. And if you pull up, you're going to hit the fans in the, as you can see, in the radiator support and here in the hood latch. So now we're going to remove that bolt right there with a 10mm socket, okay? And now we can proceed to working on it. But by removing the condenser and the bumper, you can pull it forward, and you don't have to do any more disassembly than you have to. It's up to you how you do it, guys, but that's how we prefer it. It's easier. And now you need to remove the hoses right there, that hose. You need to get the clamp and just push it out. Usually they get stuck like that, you can see, so they don't come loose. And now you can push it with a screwdriver, but never put your finger there, because if it snaps, they're pretty powerful. And now just push the hose a little bit from distance. Okay, you can see like that. And after that we have one more on the bottom, and this one you can actually do it even by hand if you have to, but if not, you can use the screwdriver, the pliers right there. Okay, you can see, and just pull that hose out as well. This one is the one for the, it should be the one for the transmission. Okay, and you need to pull it out as well. You might leak some, so you have to put something underneath to collect the fluid if you don't want to make a mess. Okay, right there, and we just pull it out like that. Okay, now we have one more hose on this side, the same clamp. You just push them together, okay, towards each other, and some of those will be really tight. Okay, just like that, and you can see how much it already moved. Okay guys, now on the bottom driver's side there is one hose that comes from the transmission and a clamp there. And this is really hard to get to, but you have to get it from the bottom, from underneath. And you need to remove that line as well. Okay, you can see the clamp is moving now, just a little bit more to jump the lip on the radiator feeding right there. Okay, almost. Alright guys, and now you can just go ahead and pull it out. Okay, we got it loose, and it's going to leak transmission fluid out of there. As you can see, that's the one that's stored in the radiator. Right here you need to remove the wires for the fan. So all you need to do is just push down and pull, and those usually are stuck pretty good because they have good seal on them that prevents water from going in. And there is one more right here. Okay, now you can pull on the driver's side all the way up, and if you move them a little bit, you can twist them around. Okay, just like that. So now you can reach the bottom hose pretty easy, guys. That way you won't have to break your fingers trying to get it all the way down there. Okay, that clamp is the one holding right now, and those are really powerful. Okay, we have some coolant right here, as you can see. And now we have one more little hose that we will need to remove, and this is a radiator hose as well. It's coming from the fuel bottle right there. So what we need to do is just with a flathead screwdriver, you need to remove the clamp on this one, loosen it all the way, and you need to pull it out just like that. And now we have the radiator assembly with the fans out of there, as you can see. Okay, right there. And if you need to remove the fans now, all you have to do is just, I think there is 4 or 5 bolts altogether. One here, one there, one in the corner there, and 2 on the bottom, and the fans will come out of there. So you put it back together the same way we took it apart, guys. Thank you for watching. Hopefully guys the video was helpful. Please do not forget to comment, like, subscribe. That way we can keep making these absolutely free videos. Guys, we have more than 19,000 free repair videos on our YouTube channels that can, guys, save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. Check them out. Thank you guys for watching, and see you next time.